If no question for lesson 35, we move on to lesson 36, which is the review and practice. This is the last part of the course. Now, you have there, on the first part of this lesson, you have there 5 questions that you will have to answer in complete sentences. For question number 1, a good leader exhibits qualities of integrity, empathy, compassion, and openness. What is the definition of each word that is in bold?
Integrity is synonym with honest and truthful. A person with integrity has high moral values. They have in ethics and empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand others' feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Compassion is mean uh, strong worries, strong concern, and sadness for others' sufferings. And openness. Openness it means that the ability to accepting, to be accepting and flexible with the change or new ideas.
Okay, thank you. Now, what is an effective way of evaluating an employee's performance?
There are some ways to for evaluating employees' performance. Um, First, set clear goals. Um, you can use the tool SMART goals to ensure that employees have clear, measurable achievement and the goals, clearly goals for work. Um, you can set the job description to ensure that and time employees roles it clearly and use the job performance, how well they meet their job specific responsibility and use the skill and competency evaluating their technical and soft skill and ability to improve. Um, 360-degree feedback. You should gather the feedback from managers, from subordinators, and from external departments to see how your employees work and collaborate with other relevant departments
Okay.
and yeah, self-assessment encourage employees to assess their own performance and after that you can face to face or one on one with with he or him to evaluate the performance.
Okay.
Use the practice method to measure on the job on the task after a fixed time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some actions that a person can take in order to broaden his or her horizons? State at least 3 things.
Yes. Um, the first thing here is that um, let me just first thing here is that um, high the to recruit uh, foreigners to build diverse team and the second thing here is that develop team building activities for employees to have investment and broaden their horizons. third things here is uh, open open organize brainstorming session to help the um, members on the team to think outside the box and conceptualize their ideas.
Okay. What would you do if your company offered unlimited time off?
I do not understand clearly about the question.
So, what would you do if your company offered unlimited time off? So, what would be your reaction if your company will say that you can have a time off or like day off anytime you want, as long as you want? That means it's unlimited, not like other companies. They are setting like you only have 13 days leave of absence. But in this company, if they say unlimited, that means you can take a leave any day, anytime, as many as you
Mm.
can.
If the companies to provide unlimited time off, I think that it is good for the person who work um, they may work in their house or for example remote work. But for the person who work in the laboratories, I think that unlimited time is not necessary because their job is have to work on the laboratories with they have to practice on the equipment and something like that. You have to go there to practice directly.
Okay. All right. Now, what is a jargon? Does your workplace use jargon that outsiders won't understand? What are some examples of jargon that you use in the workplace?
Mm, Dragon. Dragon is mean a specialized language used by a particular group. Uh, for example, you use a word or a phrase um, that is difficult to understand, or for example, in the meeting with the accountant, you use your work in a technical field to talk with the accountant, and they do not understand what you say. Uh, yes, that's the meaning of jargon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, example of workplace jargon. For example, in IT, they use the word cloud computing, but yeah, actually I don't understand. And marketing,
Only them can
jargon.
understand. Only them can understand. It's only
Yes,
the
yes,
group.
yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the challenges. Match each word with its corresponding antonym on the right column. You have four words. You have there sincere, integrity, empathy, and loyalty. Okay, so try to match them with the antonyms.
Sincere, one C,
Sincere is C. Integrity is B. Okay, cheers. Empathy A. Loyalty D. Corruption. Okay. All right. Now number
money.
two. Discuss ways to conceptualize a business idea to make it a successful innovation.
Yes, the way for uh, the way to conceptualize a business born a combination of creativity, market understanding, strategy planning, and continuous interaction. Um, there are some essential steps to have conceptualize a business. For example, identity a problem or the need. You have to do the market research. You surveys, interviews, focus group, and competitor analysis to understand the challenges people face. Um, uh, the more specific problem you identify, um, and the easier you will be a tailor a solution. Um, generate, generate, and uh, generate ideas. Brainstorming gathers the ideas from the team. Brainstorm creative solution to the problem. Uh, Dismiss any idea in the early step. Um, idea validation. After a brainstorming meeting, you can narrow down the idea by asking the question. For example, does this solution um, address the problem effectively? Is there any clear priorities? Yes, and define the target market and focus on the innovations and differentiations. It is more important for the person who work in marketing department or work in R&D department. For example, in R&D department, you have to find out the new technology that make um, uh, you to be unique in the market, and that is the best way to attract um, more customers after your product launching in the market. Uh, and ro- do the test, do the performance test. If you do carefully the performance test of your products, you will be more confident for launching a new product. Uh, yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Now go to the next one. Fill in the blanks with arise, lift, raise, and rise.
I finally found my necklace when I lift up the table. The use of social media rise, raise in the 21st
Mm-mm.
century
The use of
into
social
the
media arise.
rise
Mhm.
in the 21st century due to limited supply. The company had to raise
Mm.
the price of their products. After years of sacrifice and perseverance, it finally
Rises.
rise up,
Mm-hmm.
rise up in social status.
Okay.